Welcome back to the Los Angeles Angels Draft Only franchise. It is draft day. It's the one day all year that we look forward to because that's how we add players to the roster. But I said in the past, we are looking for specific type players this year because realistically we have the rest of this year and one more year before the new game comes out. So that means we don't have 18-year-olds at the top of the list that are going to take years to develop. We want to get some older guys, 20, 21, 22, that we can possibly bring up and put on the team on the bench next year, help us go to the playoffs and maybe a World Series run. So let's go through my list right now. These guys, I have them in the order that I like them, but not necessarily in the order that we would take them, if you don't understand that. Sammy Cruz right here, really good pitcher. Strikeouts are low, home runs control's low, but love the hits and walks being up really high. 6'4", big pitcher, but he's 18 years old. Like I said, long term, he would be ideal for us to take. Sammy Valdez, same thing. His walks and pitch control a little low. Everything else is great. Great stamina, great velocity. Another big left-handed pitcher. William Lim, another one. Walks and controls low. Everything else looks in a decent place. And then we have a couple of hitters here. Ali Goss, I like better. He's got great contact, really good vision and discipline. He's not going to be a power hitter. Great speed, great stealing, passable defense. 18 years old though. Torrey Miller, this is what I was looking for. Somebody that's guaranteed to be in the B potential in the 60s, 22 years old, excellent vision and discipline. Not going to have a lot of power, but good contact, really good defense, really good speed and stealing. Definite bench type player that we could get, and doesn't have a ton of upside, but he also doesn't have a ton of downside. Eric Ojeda, I found this guy. He is an A potential closer. Look at those hits and strikeouts and home runs per 9 and pitch break. He's got 4 pitches. Big guy at 6'4", A potential in the 70s. So he's there with our second pick. I will most definitely take him. Don't think he would last until our third pick in the 40s. Also got Floyd Medrano, again, older outfielder. He's very flat as far as his potential overall. Means he's not going to get much better than he already is, but we don't need him to be very much better than he already is long term. Need him to step in and contribute right away. His issue is MLB ranks him at 17, I believe, and when we scout him, he was 41, so he's probably going to go before we get to our pick at 22. Anyway, have a couple of non-rated shortstops here that we discovered. Marcelo Bautista, really good defense and speed. He's got some pop against right-handed pitchers, can play second, short, and third, 22. Carl Palacios, same thing, really good speed and defense, a little more consistent hitter across the board, and he can also play second, short, and third. And then we got a bunch of pitchers down here. I found a catcher that has high power against righties, not much else. The rest of these pitchers down here are going to be guys that are be long-term. Don't have a lot of guys that we would use right away, so I would just take them, put them down in the minor leagues, and let them develop if we were going to do this for another 5 or 10 years. So we will just see who we get when we get to the end of the draft, but I'm really focusing on our top 3 picks. This year we have a pick at 22, 32, 58, 99, 129, 159, 189. So it's really those first 3 guys that we're going to focus hard and try and get someone that can help right away. And I think that closer, we can definitely get him at 32. Have to find some other guys I could drop to 58 that would be happy with, but we're definitely going to get a good player with one of our first 2 picks. Some of these guys, if we, let me go down here to add prospects. We have a bunch of guys at the top of the board are actually really good. If we go to non-scouted, guys like this, Diego Garcia, Diego Guzman, Bill Wilkerson, Pedro Valdez, got a bunch of guys. They're never going to drop to us at 22, so we don't have to worry about these guys that didn't scout them. It doesn't really matter how good they are because they're not going to get to us. I guess Torres could, but he's more of a speed and defense guy. So, that's the situation we find ourselves in. Going to have to work on these Discovery Scout guy, and I'm looking at either one of these 2 hitters, unless one of these 3 pitchers happens to slip by, but it's really these 2. Do we want to go with the 18-year-old, has great contact, great speed and stealing? Do we feel like he's somebody that we could use in the major leagues right away, or we go with a slightly older guy who has just excellent vision discipline and more well-rounded? They both have no power, and he would be ready to go right away. So we'll just have to see when it gets to our pick. And I know Goss is MLB ranked 43. We have him at 14, where Miller is 36 and 36. So if we think Goss could drop to the second or third round, or if the reliever could drop to the third pick, we can get both these guys on a closer. I don't know. It's kind of stretching it. We'll have to see what happens. But that'll be a decision once we get to pick number 2. So let's quit talking about it and hop into the draft. All right, first up, Arizona Diamondbacks. Then we get Minnesota and Texas. And then we get into the waiting game till we get around to pick number 22. And the first pick of the draft. Arizona takes Giancarlo Moreno. Wow, okay. Very tight splits, older pitcher. And I don't know much about him because I saw those tight splits, and we had other guys we were interested in before him, so hopefully he's good for them. Second pick. Twins take Aloy Morris. All right, and he was a guy I was hoping we could get with our second or third pick since he was ranked 42, so they liked him a lot. And with the third pick, division rival Texas Rangers take Travis Abbott, right fielder. And know nothing about him, obviously, since he wasn't going to fall to us anyway. So, all right, now we got to wait for the rest of the picks and hope nobody goes from our list. Pick number 4, Kansas City Royals. Take Diego Guzman, second best player, MLB ranked 5th on ours. He looks pretty good. Let's look at these other guys. Okay. Diego Garcia. Wow, they got Franks as a generational player, and then they take another guy that could be a high overall second baseman. Better fielding, better stealing. Good contact, though. Wilkerson, R10, their number 3 goes, starting pitcher. Valdez, we had him on our board high. Didn't expect him to drop to us, though. Cruz, another one we had high. Didn't expect him to get to us. That leaves William Lim as the only starting pitcher above those outfielders we would consider. Benny Ryan. Great contact, great vision, discipline, and speed. There you go. Tampa Bay takes an overrated pitcher in Gilberto Zamora. See potential. Rockies get Benito Santana. Another great contact speed guy. Marlins, there he goes. William Lim, he goes. Kind of marginal at best. Best starting pitcher that was left on the board before the outfielders, at least on our list. And here goes another starting pitcher, long-term prospect at 18. Now we just wait until we get to number 22. And Floyd Medrano goes to the Brewers at 17. He was the guy that was very flat, but he had everything we were looking for as a bench player, so we don't get to pick him. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks before us. Hoyt Iden, our number 2 draft ranked player, goes 2 picks before us. That was going to be a long-term guy. Look at all those in the 30s. Great stamina, but he was going to take a long time to develop. J.J. Kyler had a catcher we found with great power against righties, so he goes right before us, and now it is our pick. So now we have to decide between Ali Goss and Torrey Miller. Again, Goss, great contact, good vision discipline, great speed. Miller, great vision discipline, good contact, and better defense. Just a notch below on the speed, but he's 22, 78, 88. He's 75, 90, 56, 71. Looks like Miller's going to come in with a higher rating. And since he's 36th and Goss is 43, with 14 on our board, I think we're going to go with the older guy first and see if Goss can slip through to our next pick. And maybe we can get them both. Welcome to the Angels, Torrey Miller. All right, now we got to wait to see if Goss can slide through. We pick at 32, so we just have a few picks to go. And Ali Goss goes to the Padres at 29. That's a shame. All right, we'll have to check his ratings with Miller's once we get done. See who the Astros take. They took Freddie Infante, a first baseman I had on our list with good power against righties. Switch hitter. Now the Cardinals take Stephen Hale. So that's our pick. And we're going to run up to the podium and take this A potential closer in Eric Ojeda. Excellent hits, strikeouts, and home runs per 9. So welcome to the Angels, Eric Ojeda. And one of our first non-rated Discovery shortstops, Marcelo Bautista, goes. See, he's going to be, looks like he's a high 70s potential, mid 70s overall. He was the one I ranked higher because he had more power and better speed and defense than the other one. So we'll have to wait and see when we get to our pick over here. Three more picks and then it's us. Palacios is the other shortstop. Also have Forrest Lindstrom, great stamina, really good numbers across the board except walks per 9. Looks like he's going to be a B potential in the 60s. So do we need to wait on Palacios, see if he can go one more round, get Lindstrom now? Might be the plan. Goes a right fielder. So, all right, do we take this backup infielder at 21 years old? Great defense, great stealing. Or we take this guy who could be a B potential. Palacios could be a B, could be a high C. He's got a better chance to be a B. Let's go ahead and take the pitcher now. Draft Forrest Lindstrom. Big old beard there. 22-year-old, and maybe he can come help us out as a possible long reliever next year. We'll find out. And it's our pick in the 3rd round, and our shortstop went back over here. Palacios goes with pick 77 to Pittsburgh, so we don't get either of those guys. That's okay. We anticipated that we could do that. It's not the end of the world. Got some pitchers, younger pitchers here, longer like potential guys. Valdez, Vargas, looks he could possibly be a reliever. He's got much better starting potential than Brian Valdez. Ramos looks like he's going to be an A or a B, but B in the 50s. And let's take the guy that has a chance to be an A. Eddie Ramos. There we go. Now we got a bunch of pitchers, reliever. These guys down here are, they have like one thing they're really good at. Like this guy has great power and great speed and stealing, but everything else is kind of marginal. This guy here is more flat all across the board. He's 22 and a switch hitter. There's a relief pitcher that has high hits per 9, high velocity. This guy is our best one left on the board as far as the rank. Great stamina, hit per 9 sucks. Everything else is pretty good, even velocity. Valdez is more flat with great velocity and stamina. And it's our pick here in the 4th round. And looks like, oh, yeah, Valdez. I was thinking about him. That great velocity and stamina. He goes 2 picks before us. So we will just take Johnny Lane, the 9th, rated 9th on our board. So we'll go ahead and grab him. And it's our pick here in the 5th round. Derek Gator, 22-year-old, very flat, whatever he is. Cisneros is a reliever. And these two guys, we'll take Gator. Another organizational pitcher. And in the 6th round, we have both of these outfielders and this relief pitcher. All right, 6th round, got to pick quick. Got Cisneros, the reliever. This guy. Great stamina. Let's take this relief pitcher, get another bullpen arm, and that'll wrap up the draft. So now we'll have to get through the All-Star Game, Home Run Derby, all that good stuff, get to the end of the month, get through the trade deadline, and we can see how these guys come out with their ratings and compare those two center fielders. And now it's Home Run Derby time. And we are in Texas, okay, inside the dome. And wow, okay, there is no Edgar Mota because he doesn't have 20 home runs. He's a little bit behind the pace, or if he does, he's right at 20, and he's not on there. So he's not in the Home Run Derby. Okay, That'll make it go faster. And there's your bracket. Rafael Devers wins the home run derby. Caminero hit 20 in the first round. And he lost to Devers in the second round. And Devers beat Kyle Stowers, coming out of nowhere this year at the Power. So there you go. Rafael Devers, home run derby champion. And Edgar Mota does have 22 home runs. Not sure why he didn't get in there. I guess maybe there's more American League players with more than 22 home runs. So yeah, he doesn't get a chance to go back and possibly win another one. So that's a crying shame. And now it's the All-Star game. Let's hop in here, see who we have on the team. On the pitching side, Freddie Lorenz makes it. Siddiqui doesn't make it, and that's because he pitched on Sunday. Through 7 innings, giving up 2 runs with 10 Ks. He's too tired, so he didn't make the team. That's good. Let him rest. Freddie is going to get the pitch. All right. And Jason Foley. So Lorenz and Foley on the pitching staff. Andrew Abbott is going to get the start. And hitting side, Leandro Santana, Edgar Mota, Jesus Made. There we go. Made, Mota, and Santana. Okay, well, we'll get some gameplay action from the All-Star game. And here we are, Globe Life Field in Texas, 2030 All-Star game. The roof is closed. Got to have it closed in July in Texas. Still like their old ballpark better. On mound from American League, Andrew Abbott. Free agent signing this season by Seattle. So he's 10-4, 2.02 ERA, 0.95 WHIP, having an outstanding season for the Mariners. And we will quick manage everybody's at-bats and innings on the mound, except for our Angel players. So when Santana and Mota and Made bat, you'll see those at-bats. You'll see Lorenz and Foley if he pitches as well. Outside of that, we're going to be on this page doing quick manage. So here we go. Top of the first, Trey Turner flies out. Friedel grounds out. Tucker strikes out. Go to the bottom of the first. Bobby Witt grounds out. It's time for Santana and Mota. All right, Leandro Santana had a big 4-for-4 day the last day before the All-Star break. Got 39 stolen bases, if I'm not mistaken. Takes a strike at the letters. 244. He only hit 15 home runs last year, so 11 at the break is a vast improvement. He should develop power. He's 6'4". Chris Bubic on the mound for the National League. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a shot down the right field line. That is going to go foul. We reset. Santana down on the count, 0-2. Don't really like this high camera. Here's the pitch. Takes strike 3 on the outside corner, and that's a second out. He didn't like the call. And I'll bring in Edgar Mota. First pitch swing and line drive, base hit, past third, down into the corner. He's going to get things started with an extra base hit. You know, he has great power to the left field. There we go. Edgar Schmedgar getting things going. Here's the replay. He just takes the outside pitch, hammers it past the third baseman, down into the corner. All right, back to the quick manage. Caminero, man in scoring position, 2 out. He strikes out the end of the inning. Top of the second, Schwarber, ground out, Bohm, singles, Goodman. Oh, caught stealing first. Goodman pops out. Go to the bottom of the second. Jacob Wilson, pop out. Wallner, strikeout. Rodriguez, fly out. Go to the second. New pitcher. Gonna bring in Hunter Brown. Go with Hunter first. The fly out, strikeout, and a single by Albies, their second hit. Trey Turner with a fielder's choice. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Nico Horner, new pitcher. Joe Ryan, strikeout. Rice lines out. Bobby Witt pops out. Go to the fourth inning. Now we go new pitcher, and then going to go down here to Garrett Crochet. Strikeout of Friedel, a walk, strikeout, stolen base for Tucker, another walk, 2 on, 2 out. Goodman strikes out. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Santana and Mota leading things off for the American League. New pitcher for the National League, Ricky Tiedemann of the Diamondbacks. Really good season for him. All right, Santana struck out looking his first time, trying to get on base for the first time. Takes a ball outside. Then exactly what we need at the top of the order. Wish his average was higher. Ian Made flipping back and forth between 1 and 4. Here's the 1-0 pitch. He ripped foul down the first base side. Count even at 2. Here's the pitch from Tiedemann. And strike three, the exact same spot. Santana didn't like it this time either. It's a first out, and that'll bring in Edgar Mota. Doubled his first time up. Here's a pitch from Tiedemann. First pitch swinging again. There's a high fly ball to left center field. Schwarber racing back, and he'll settle under it and have that for the second out. Mota must have an early dinner date. He swung at 2 pitches. Only seen 2 pitches, swung at both pitches. That'll bring up Caminero, nobody on. 2 out. He walks. Jacob Wilson grounds out. Go to the 5th inning. And new pitcher, we're going to bring in... Let's go with Duran right now. We'll go with our boy Lorenz next inning. Solo shot by Russell gives the National League a 1-0 lead. Single, double play, single, it's a ground out. Go to the bottom of the 5th. New pitcher, Reynaldo Lopez. Wallner flies out. Rodriguez grounds out. Horner walks. Rice flies out. Go to the 6th inning. New pitcher, and we're going to go to Freddie right here. Now we're going to go watch him pitch. Tucker, Schwarber, and Bohm. All right, Freddie. He's having an outstanding season himself. First pitch, that's low and away. Tucker, 275, 20, and 59. And since it didn't show you when he came into the game, Freddie Lorenz, 11-5 with a 2.21 ERA, 100 hits, 32 walks in 126 innings, and 99 strikeouts with 9 home runs allowed. So he is right on the border of the top 3 or 4 for the Cy Young this year. Freddie had an account early. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch to Tucker. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and he strikes out for the first out of the inning. Nasty pitch there. That'll bring in Kyle Schwarber. I believe he's the National League home run leader. First pitch to him. Fouled off down the left field line, out of play. Schwarber, 25 home runs, 69 ribs. Nice. All right, Schwarber down on the count, 1-2. Freddie trying to punch out this tough left-handed batter. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, and he strikes him out on a slider. There we go. 2 up, 2 down, both on Ks. Siddiqui's not here, so Freddie says, hey, I'll strike him out. That'll bring in Bohm. Dangerous hitter against left-handed pitching. Here's the first pitch to him. It's a strike at the letters. See Bohm, 274, 11, and 42 with Milwaukee. Some big home runs off my Tampa Bay Rays in that series when he was with the Yankees. Freddie looking for his 3rd straight strikeout this inning. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch to Bohm. Strike 3, inner corner, up high. There we go. Freddie Lorenz, 3 straight Ks. Let's get some runs. Let's go. Top of the order. Get to see Santana and Mota one more time. New pitcher for the National League is going to be Rhett Lauder, 10-2 with a 2.12 ERA. Really good start to his season. All right, Bobby Witt strikes out. Now watch Santana and Mota. All right, Leandro struck out twice. Painted pitches on the outer corner as he fouls that off. Looking to get something he can hit. Not happy with either of those calls by the home plate umpire. Santana down and count 1-2 again. Protect that spot. You know they're going to call it. Here's the pitch. And he rips it deep to left, and that one is gone. Way out of here. Second deck. Leandro says, take that called strike and shove it. There's your home run. 409 feet, 105 miles an hour. I told you, he's developing power. He's 6'4". He's got plenty of body mass. Hitting nukes, and there we go. Edgar says, hey, man, that's my job. Here's replay. Inside pitch, pulls his hands in and absolutely hammered it. High, towering shot, kept it fair. There we go. That'll bring in Edgar. He's 1 for 2 with a double. First pitch he's taken all day. 2 at-bats, 2 first pitch swinging at-bats, a fly out and a double. Let's see if he can get on base here in front of Caminero. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Lauder. Ripped over short. That's going to get down. And Schwarber didn't think he was going to get that. Thought he was going to misplay it, but Edgar with a base hit. So now we have the go-ahead run on. Big power bat and Caminero coming up. Edgar got 2 hits, a single and a double today. Good replay. Just crushing the ball to left field. We're going to watch Caminero's at-bat this time. See if that'll help him do something good. Here's the first pitch from Lauder. Takes a strike. Junior, 27 home runs, leads the American League. Can't believe the Mets traded him to the Red Sox for Christian Campbell this year in the offseason. Camanero's got a full count. He's battling here against Louder. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, and that's a walk to put 2 men on now with 1 out. Stay here with Jacob Wilson. We know how dangerous a hitter is. He's killed us in the playoffs last year and in the regular season this year and last as he fouls that first pitch off. He's hitting 286, 15, and 43. Hit over 600 against us in a wild card round last year. Wilson down in the count, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Ripped over first into right field. That's going to get down. Moda around third. Throw comes in, and he is safe, standing up. It's 2-1, American League. There we go. Now we can go back to the sim now that we have the lead. Matt Wallner, he strikes out. Rodriguez strikes out. Go to the 7th. New pitcher, Will Vest, is coming in. And we're also going to make some substitutions here. We're going to put Jesus Made at short. Luis Angel Acuna at second. And we'll put in Bo Naylor behind the plate. All right. Top of the 7th, Will Vest in. 2-1 lead, American League. Hicks is going to pinch hit. He singles. Double play by Russell. Brady Ebel strikes out. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Santana comes in. Acuna pops out. Naylor grounds out. Let's watch Made. Santana and Moda are right behind him. All right, Jesus. Had a big 2-run homer yesterday, or 2 days ago on Sunday. There's a line drive up the middle, and that's a base hit. So all of our Angels have hits in this game. There we go. Got 15 home runs on the season, and they're going to pinch hit for Santana with Jason Dominguez, who's second in the American League in batting average. Good choice. We'll quick manage that at bat so we can steal second with Made. There we go. Dominguez flies out, ends the inning, go to the 8th inning. And we're going to go to the bullpen. And we will bring in, who do we want? Bring in Velasquez, the lefty. Fly out. Pinch hitters De La Cruz, he flies out. Green pinch hits, and he flies out. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see if Moda stays in this game. New pitcher, Randy Rodriguez of the Giants. And Edgar's going to stay in here 2 for 3. See if he can get himself. Big fly here. Might get an All-Star Game MVP. See, single and a double. Home run would definitely help his cause. At least another extra base hit. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ripped right to third base. What a snag there. Throw across, and he's retired for the second time. And new batter here, Max Schumann. He's going to come in and pinch hit for Caminero. Go back to quick manage. Schumann singles. We're going to pinch hit with Yordan Alvarez. He singles. Wallner. 3-run shot. That might win him the MVP right there. Rodriguez against Tanner Scott. He strikes out. Acuna flies out. Go to the 9th, 5-1 lead. And we're going to bring our guy Foley in. Not a safe situation, but we want to watch him pitch. And coming off the bench for the National League, Shohei Ohtani. Tough first at-bat for Foley. All right, big 5-1 lead for the American League after Wallner's 3-run shot. Here's the first pitch to Ohtani. Takes a strike right down the middle. Shohei, not going to show his stats. All right, I'll show his stats. Not pitching well, 3-7 with a 4.43 ERA. Hitting wise, 296 with 21 home runs, 63 RBIs, and 20 stolen bases. Ohtani quickly down 0-2. See if Jason can punch him out here. Here's the pitch. Tapper to short. Mane playing up the middle, charges and throws, and he gets Ohtani for the first out. And pinch hitter for the National League, coming off the bench, Dakota Jordan of the Giants. Got a battle going on here. Like a 9 or 10 pitch at bat. 3-2 pitch from Foley to Jordan. It's going to be a smash up the middle. National League gets a runner on here with 1 out. Class A's warming up in the pen in case we need him. Alec Boehm's going to get pinch hit for by Devers. Home run derby champion. Devers ahead in the count 2-0. Foley looking for a double play here. Here's the pitch. And it shot, and that one is gone. Deep to center field, into the bullpen. Wow. I think he got all of that one. 110 miles an hour. Hits at 440. Like he put it on a tee. He should have been starting over Boehm. Oh, the National League decided. American League's like, wow, did you see that? They're impressed. See the replay. Yeah, he kind of hit it off the end of the bat, too. Still was a nuke. Off the bench, another pinch hitter for the National League, Baldwin. And that's going to be it. We're not going to give him a chance to make any more of a comeback here. Foley got it out, gave up a single, gave up a 2-run homer. Less than stellar appearance. That's okay. This one doesn't count. And trotting in out of the bullpen, Emmanuel Clase, the Mariners closer. See, looks like he's been pitching as a setup guy. Well, I don't know why they have holds on. Don't have saves, but whatever. Maybe they moved him out of the closer role. Yeah, he's got 21 saves. I'm not sure why it didn't show it. We'll go back to the quick sim now. Baldwin, he flies out. And Russell, I didn't see it, but he made the third out. And the American League fly out. There it was. The American League wins 5-3. Clase came in and got the save. See, we win 5-3. Lorenz gets the win. Lauder with the loss. There we go. Freddie with the win with 3 strikeouts in his 1 inning. Check the box score. Nobody on their team had 2 hits. Devers with a home run. Jamal Russell with a home run. Lauder gives up 2. Randy Rodriguez gives up 3. National League side, Santana, 1 hit. That was a home run. Moda, 2 hits. Wallner, his only hit was a 3-run homer. It was the difference in the game. And Foley, 2 runs in a third of an inning. Gotta love Freddie. 1 inning, 3 strikeouts. There we go. Said player of the game is Freddie Lorenz. Is he MVP? There it is. Freddie Lorenz. All-Star Game MVP with that perfect inning, 3 strikeouts. All right. Angels get in. All-Star Game MVP. Gotta love that. Now it's a futures game. We're just going to hop in here and see if we have anybody on the team, and we will quick sim this game and get it over with. We'll show you the box score when it's done. And we have no pitchers in the game. And Alexis Rubio, left fielder, is in the game. And looks like it. So Alexis Rubio is the only player we have in the futures game. And the American League wins the futures game 5-3. Abe Jansen win. Greg Pringle the loss. Luca Whitlock with the save. Check the box score. Our side, Rubio goes 1 for 4 with a strikeout. Looks like that was a single. All right, there we go. American League wins both. And we left off right here at the end of last episode. We had not played this July 4th game, so I want to give you a quick update on the last 10 days worth of games before the All-Star break. We win the 3rd game of the series, win the series against the Braves. Luke Grace has a 4-hit day, 4 runs scored. Edgar Mota, 2 home runs, drives in 4. Ricky Garner has 3 hits. 3 hits for Guzman. Siddiqui goes to 11-3. We go to Toronto and sweep 9-2, 10-6, and 10-7 as our bats woke up. Go to Texas, split that 4-game series, and play Arizona, win 2 out of 3 there. And I mentioned this game while we were watching the All-Star game. Jesus Mate goes 2 for 5, drives in 3, hits a home run. Leandro Santana, 4-hit day and a walk, on base 5 times. 2 hits for Rada, Harvey, and Keegan. Grace got the day off. Santana, 3 stolen bases. Siddiqui, 2 runs, 4 hits, no walks, 10 strikeouts, 7 innings. He goes to 13-3, and Jason Foley up to 31 saves now. That gets you caught up to there. And now it is time to sign draft picks. Hop in here and see how many of these guys we can get signed right away. Johnny Lane. Signs. There we go. Eric Ojeda, the closer. Signs. He might be up next year. Forrest Lindstrom. He signs. There we go. 3 for 3. And see if we can go 4 for 4 or 6 for 6. My bad. Eddie Ramos. He signs. Porter Cisneros signs. Derek Gator signs. Down to Torrey Miller, our number 1 pick, and he's only at 40%. So we will have to wait a couple of periods before we can offer him a contract. And now we can try to offer Torrey Miller this contract, 2.85, and he accepts. There we go. Everybody signed. And while we were simming to get to that date, we swept the Phillies. So we start the second half after the All-Star break very hot. Win game 1. 2 hits from Mate, 2 for Garner, 2 for Rada. Rada with a home run, drives in 2. Freddie Lorenz, fresh off the All-Star Game MVP, only allows 1 unearned run in 5 innings. Johnny Brito, 3 perfect innings, well, not perfect, 3 no-hit innings, ends up with the win as Foley gets the save. Game 2, we pound them 15-5. Made, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. Grace, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Moda, 2 hits, 5 RBI. 2 hits for Garner, 2 hits for Harvey, 4 hits for Guzman. Home runs by Moda hit to Garner and Harvey with solo shots. Maybe not solo shots, might be 2-run shot in the case of Harvey. Bremner, 2 runs over 5 innings, gets the win. And then game 3, we win 5-3. 2 hits for Moda, another home run. Rosario, 2 hits and a home run. Harvey, 3 hits. Rada with a hit, 2 runs driven in. He's up to a 13-game hitting streak. Jesus Made steals 3 bags. Francis, Boovie, and Foley all allow 1 run each, but we hang on and get the win. And I'm going to wrap up this road trip at the Mets. Let's just quick sim these guys right now. Lose the first game 8-2. 2 hits for Made. And Rada continues. He's got a 14-game hitting streak. Made with a home run. Game 2, we dropped 2-1. 2 hits for Grace. And Rada continues. Got a 15-game hitting streak. Moda with a solo shot, our only run of the game. Siddiqui pitched a great game. Bullpen blew it. Look at that. 3 walks, 3 hits, 1 run, 11 Ks. And then game 3, trying to avoid the sweep. We win 8-1. Love that. 1 hit, 4 RBI. It looks like Moda hit a grand slam. And Rada continues. He's got a 16-game hitting streak. Rosario with a home run. Freddie Lorenz wins. He's 12-5. Just been on fire this year between Siddiqui and Lorenz. I'm not sure which one's doing better. So we win 4 out of the 6 games on the trip to the Northeast area. Now we come back home. Got 4 games against the Mariners, 3 games against Texas, 3 games against the White Sox, and 3 against Tampa. What a big, huge homestand that is. We'll get into that in just 1 minute. We need a quick stat look before we go into that big homestand. Moda up to 120 hits, 27 home runs, 86 ribs, hitting 308. Made, 16 home runs, 31 steals, hitting 281. That's much better. Rada with that 16-game hitting streak up to 291. Luke Grace hitting 311, 13 home runs is more than I ever expected. Santana, 232, 1148 with 39. It's a little bit of a cold slump out of the break. Harvey up to 271 with 11 and 40. If Grace doesn't keep hitting, Harvey might steal that Rookie of the Year. Rosario's got 14 home runs. Ricky Garner's up to 10, but he's dropped his average to 229. Pitching side, Freddie Lorenz, 12-5. Derrick Siddiqui, 13-3. Bowden Francis, 10-3. 150 strikeouts, 137 innings for Siddiqui. And Jason Foley, 33 saves with a 2.21 ERA. There we go. Award leaders, Moda, number 1. Siddiqui, number 1. Not sure why Freddie's not on there. Must be the strikeouts. The leader of the year, Jason Foley, number 1. Rookie of the Year, Grayson Harvey, 1-2. Man, all right. Big, huge homestand. Going to quick some of these games, play some other ones. We are sitting with a 3-game lead over the Astros, 7 over the Athletics, 11 over the Mariners, 18.5 over the Rangers. Starting to run away with this division. Let's get in here and do some quick manage and show you some individual highlights from these games. And game 1 of this big 2-week homestand, taking on the Seattle Mariners. Got an 11-game lead on them. Nelson Rada riding a 16-game hitting streak. Luke Grace had a 13-game one earlier in the year, but this is the longest one on the team for 2030. On the mound for the Angels, Tyler Bremner. See, he's 8-7, 3.63 ERA, 107 strikeouts and 111 innings. Got that walk rate down as well. We're going to quick manage this game. We have any situations that we need to hop in, we will hop in, but planning on making this one just a straight sim game. Leading off, Ernie Clement pops out. Cole Young singles. J-Rod strikes out. Cal Raleigh flies out, bottom of the inning. Made singles. Steals second. Luke Grace getting a day off. He's going to play DH instead of catch today. He flies out. Edgar Moda walks. Santana, 3-run shot. Following up on his All-Star Game home run, he gets one here against Seattle. Rada walks. Harvey singles, 2 on, only 1 out. Ricky Garner triples. It's 5-0 off Scooble in the first inning. There's only 1 out. Keegan New pitcher, Robbie Buchanan comes in as we just pounded Scooble. Keegan doubles. We're not done yet. It's 6-0. Nick Lofton singles. It's 7-0. There's still only one out. Made strikes out. Grace walks. Let's watch Edgar. Wow, that might be the best first inning we've had in this entire franchise. And Moda could make it even better. Takes the first pitch high for a ball. He's 308, 27 home runs, 86 RBIs. Really heated up the end of May, early June. Moda works the count full. Runner's going to be off with the pitch. Here it comes. And it's outside for ball 4. Bases are going to be loaded. And Leandro Santana is going to come up again with men in scoring position. Santana with a 3-run homer earlier this inning. Too bad that wasn't a grand slam because you'd have a chance to tie Fernando Tatis's record at 2 grand slams in 1 inning right here. Heading to count 1-0. Here's the pitch. Ripped inside the bag, down the line. 1 runs in. Here comes Grace around third. Another one comes in. Throw all the way to the plate, and there we go. Leandro Santana with a 5 RBI first inning. It is 9-0 Angels. And we're not done yet. Nelson Rada, riding a 16-game hitting streak, steps in. 2 on and 2 out. First pitch inside for a ball. He's up to 291, 8 home runs, 51 ribs. Walked first time up this inning. My goodness. They are erupting on offense. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Base hit up the middle. That's a 17-game hit streak. And that's going to drive in another run as we score 10 in the first inning. Wow. There we go. 17-game hitting streak now. See the replay. He loves those low pitches. Just goes down and drives it up the middle. New pitcher for the Mariners. This is going to be third pitcher this inning as Johnny Knowles comes in. We're going to go back to the quick sim here. Harvey flies out. So we put up 10 runs on 8 hits in the first inning alone. Go to the second inning. Bremner's been sitting for 45 minutes. Lau pops out. Nathan Lowe, I'm sorry. Young strikes out. Moniak hits a solo shot. It's 10-1. Ground out ends the inning. Garner singles. Keegan pop out. Lofton line out. Made strikes out. Go to the third. Fly out. A ground out. Strike out. Grace. Ground out. Moda. Fly out. Santana pops out. They finally get him out. Go to the fourth inning. Rodriguez flies out. Rowley flies out. Lowe grounds out. Rada walks. He's got 2 walks and a hit. Harvey strikes out. Garner walks. 2 on, 1 out. Keegan, he walks. Bases are loaded with a 1 out. Nick Lofton, ground out. Score another run. It's 11-1 now. Jesus Made grounds out. Go to the 5th inning. Young flies out. Moniak grounds out. Olsen grounds out. Bottom half. Grace. New pitcher Emerson Hancock. Grace singles. Moda flies out. Santana doubles. Man, the dude is on fire. Second and third and 1 out. Rada up. Let's go for the sac fly. Nope. Strikes out. Harvey strikes out. Go to the 6th. Line out. Pop out. Pop out. Garner single. 3 for 3 today. Keegan flies out. Lofton a 2-run shot. We're not done. You had the Angels in a 13-run pool. You're looking good right now. Made flies out. Grace flies out. We go to the 7th inning. Single. Pop out. Strike out. Walk. Fielder's choice. Go to the bottom half. Moda grounds out. Santana grounds out. Rada doubles. Harvey grounds out. Go to the top of the 8th. Olsen ground out. Thomas ground out. Clement singles. Young walks. And that's going to be it for Bremner. We don't want to wreck this game. Go to the bullpen. We'll bring in Boovie. Strikes him out. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Garner against Robbie Brooks. Strikes out. Keegan flies out. Lofton flies out. Go to the 9th. Rally grounds out. Lowe walks. Young flies out. Moniak singles. Olsen flies out, and we win 13-1 with a 10-run first inning. Our pitching staff was carrying this team early in the season, and now the hitters have woken up here in the hot summer days, and we have a 13-1 win in Game 1 of this long homestand with a 10-run first inning. Tyler Bremner goes to 9-7. Look at this glorious box score. They had 5 hits, 2 by Moniak, 1 of them a home run. Scooble, 4 hits, 2 walks, 6 runs allowed. Buchanan, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 runs allowed, all in the first inning. Just amazing. See Mate 1 for 5, Grace 1 for 4, Moda 0 for 3 with 2 walks, 2 runs, Santana 3 for 5, drives in 5 with a double and a home run. Rada 2 hits, extends his hitting streak, also walks twice. Garner with 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Lofton 2 hits, including a home run and 4 RBI. We walked 7 times in that game. Mate with a steal, and Bremner 1 run, 4 hits, 2 walks, over 7 2/3. That was a statement game if I ever saw one. Game 2, Bowden Francis on the mound against Cade Anderson. And there he is, Nelson Rada looking to carry on and make it an 18-game hit streak today as we wear these throwback vest uniforms. Jesus Mate gets us started with a leadoff homer in the bottom of the first. And Nelson Rada extends his hit streak to 18 games in his first at-bat here in the second inning. And the Mariners tie it up here in the top of the 8th. Julio Rodriguez with a big RBI single. We got men at the corners, only 1 out now. Double play gets us out of that one. Now we got men at the corners and 2 out. Bottom of the 8th inning. Leandro Santana at the plate. Let's check out this at-bat. All right, Santana. Double and a home run and 5 RBIs in the first inning of yesterday's game. The first pitch, and that's up and away. Average, got to get that average up from 234, but he's driving in runs, extra base power, adding to his game. We already know he can steal bases like crazy. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a high fly ball into right field, drifting back to the track and caught in front of the track for the 3rd out. So the Mariners dodge a bullet. And we're here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Rosario with a leadoff single. Rada with a walk. Ray Harvey up. Chance to walk this game off. Let's hop in here and watch this at bat. All right, Ray 0 for 3 today. Everything changes with 1 swing of the bat, though. He takes a first pitch strike. He's having a tough series so far. 1 for 8. Got 2 on, nobody out. 1-1 tie here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Harvey. There's a high fly ball into left field, drifting back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone! A walk-off 3-run homer by our rookie Ray Harvey. And the Angels can't stop hitting extra base hits. Gotta love it for the rookie. Big-time 3-run shot. Making memories in his first year in the bigs. There we go as they mob him at home plate. This team, I hope they don't peak too early. But we are on fire. Look at this pitch. Here's the replay. Right down the middle. High fastball, letter high. It's a towering fly ball, and the left fielder just ran out of room by the bullpen. Makes a leap, but it's over his head. And we get the walk-off dub. Let's go. Check out the box score. 2 hits for Young, 2 for Rodriguez. Cade Anderson with a good start. Contreras takes the loss. Our side, Mate 2 hits, including a leadoff home run. Ray Harvey with a walk-off 3-run homer. Mate 2 steals. Bowden Francis with a really good start. Perez came in, got us out of a jam. Foley gets the win in relief. We win the first 2 games of this homestand. Now we go to Game 3, Tony Gonsolin against Bryson Motts. We're just going to quick sim this game. And we have a situation here. Mate has got an 11-game hit streak on the line. We are down 5-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Moda's on first. Let's hop in and see if Jesus can continue his hit streak. All right, Jesus. Chance to get us closer in this game. And before you guys ask, Nelson Rada has the day off, so he is not playing. He is still sitting there with an 18-game hitting streak. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Mate. Swings through his circle change and strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning. And they're going to the pen.
Now batting, the catcher.
New pitcher coming in. Manuel Clase trying to close this game out for the Mariners. First man he's going to face is Luke Grace. Watch this at bat as well. 1 on and 2 out now. Makes a pitch high for a ball. Grace 3 for 11 with a double in the series. 1 for 3 today with that double. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Clase. And it's going to be a tapper to second base. High hop. Gets it. Throw to first. And the Mariners get out of that jam. Still with a 3-run lead as we go to the 9th inning. And the Mariners would hang on, win this game 5-2. Bryson Motts the win, Gonsolin the loss. Clase his 22nd save as they get 1 game in this series. We have Game 4 coming up next. Look at the box score. 3 hits, 3 RBIs by Rodriguez. 2 hits for Mota, 2 for Lofton. Harvey with another home run. And game 4 Sunday, Derrick Siddiqui against Andrew Abbott. Great pitching matchup. We'll just hit sim on this one. And we win 4-1. There we go. 7 hits allowed, 2 hits for Rada, so he extends his hitting streak. He's got a 19-game hitting streak now. Clyde Rosario with a 3-run homer. Looks like Mota got the day off. Santana, 2 more steals. Siddiqui, 1 run, over 6 innings, 7 strikeouts. Foley with his 34th save, and we win 3 out of 4 in that series. Now we push the Mariners 13 games back. We have a 4-game lead over the Astros. Now the Rangers come to town for a 3-game series in the month of July. Freddie Lorenz against Grayson Rodriguez, game 1. And there he is, our All-Star Game MVP. Since the break, 1-0 in his 2 games with an .069 ERA. Guy's just been phenomenal. There's his numbers for the season: 12-5, .207 ERA, 104 WHIP. If it wasn't for that 108 strikeouts in 139 innings, he'd be at the top of the Cy Young list. Again, we'll quick manage this game and hop in as needed. The ground out to start the game. Strikeout. Corey Seager grounds out. Bottom of the first. Made walks. Steals second. Grace walks. Edgar Mota. Singles. Got bases loaded. Nobody out. Not again. Santana. Fielder's choice. Rosario. Sac fly. We get on the boards. 1-0. Rada looking to extend that hitting streak. Let's go watch this at bat. Rada trying to extend his hitting streak. Trying to drive in a run early as well. Down in the count, 1-2 here in the first. 1-0 Angels. Here's the pitch, and high for a ball. Borderline pitch. Rodriguez is like, where was that? Now we reset. 2-2 count. 2 on, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 3. Ray Harvey on deck. He's homered in his last 2 games. And a full count, 2 outs. Runners are going to be off with the pitch. Here it comes. And swings and misses and strikes out on a slider, down and away. Filthy pitch there. Rodriguez gets out of a jam but gives up a run. As we go to the second inning, it's 1-0 Angels. All right, back to the sim. Ground out. Strikeout. Ground out. Go to the bottom of the inning. Harvey flies out. Garner grounds out. Guzman grounds out. Top of the third. We get a strikeout, a pop out, and a fly out. Made, strikeout. Grace, ground out. Mota, fly out. We got a pitcher's duel going on. Caballero strikes out. Rivera with a solo shot ties the game, breaks up the no-hitter. Seager flies out. Fiend strikes out. Santana walks. Steals second. Rosario grounds out. Rada grounds out. Harvey pops out. Go to the 5th. Single. A walk. Fly out. Strikeout. Triple gives the Rangers a 3-1 lead. Single makes it 4-1. Flyout finally gets out of that one. Garner with a single. Guzman strikes out. Made with a single. 2 on, 1 out. Grace flies out. Let's watch Edgar. Edgar, 1 for 2 today. 309 with 27 homers and 86 ribs. We haven't even gotten to the end of July. Mota's worked the count even. 2 on and 2 out. We're down 3 runs. Big Fly would tie this game up. Here's the pitch. And check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, they said. I don't agree. That's strike 3 and the inning's over. New pitcher Danny Young's going to come in after that 3-run outburst off Lorenz last inning. All right, back to the sim. Single by Seager. Pop out. Double play. Go to the bottom of the inning. Santana with a solo homer. There we go. Down 2. Rosario singles. That brings up the tying run. Rada's 0 for 2. Let's go watch. All right, Rada trying to extend that hit streak. He's 0 for 2 today. Pushed his average up to 295. Sitting at 2-2 count. Rada's fouled off 3 straight pitches. Rodriguez trying to get out of this 1 on, nobody out jam. And he swings and misses on a circled change way out in front. Strikes out for the first out of the inning. Go back to the sim. Ray Harvey singles. We got 2 on and 1 out. Ricky Garner. New pitcher, Angel Shivili. Garner flies out. Guzman strikes out. We go to the 7th. And we're going to go to the bullpen. We'll bring in Tyson Miller. Up a single, a ground out, a pop out, single. It's 5-2. Fly out. Made up. He walks. Steals second. Grace flies out. Mota. 2-run shot. It's a 1-run game. There we go. Santana facing David Bednar now. He singles. Steals second. Rosario. They're going to pinch run for him? They're pinch running for Santana. I don't know what happened. Fly out by Rosario. Rada singles to extend his hitting streak and tie the game. There we go. Harvey flies out. We go to the top of the 8th inning. And we'll go to the pen and bring in Boovie. Up a walk. Line out. Double play. Go to the bottom half. Garner facing Cole Winn. Strikes out. Guzman grounds out. Made with a solo shot. We're up 6-5 now. My goodness. Grace grounds out. We go to the 9th, and we're going to go to Foley. Try to get this come from behind victory. Get a pop out, a double, fly out. Pinch hitter Bryson Stott grounds out, and we get the dub. There we go. Check the line score here. 6 runs on 10 hits. Boovie with the win. Win with the loss. And Foley with his 35th save as we take game 1 of the 3-game series. Check the box score. 2 hits for DeVries. 2 hits, 3 RBIs for Messina. Our side, 2 hits for Made, including 2 walks. Moda, 2 hits and a home run. Santana, 2 hits. Moda, Santana, Made with homer. Santana, 2 steals. Made, 2 steals. Lorenz, 4 runs in 5 innings. Not one of his better outings, but we get the come from behind win, and now we got to find out if anything is wrong with Santana. And he has a bruised shin, so he's only going to be out a day or 2, so that's good news. And we're just going to quick sim these next 2 games, get through the end of the month so we can look at our draft pick ratings and wrap up this episode. Tyler Bremner against Guillermo Aquino, and we get the 7-3 win. Box score, 2 hits, 3 runs for Rada, extends his hitting streak. Moda, 3 hits and an RBI, 2 hits and an RBI for Made, 3 hits, 3 runs scored by Keegan. Keegan with a home run. Bremner, 3 runs over 7 innings, gets the win, and Foley gets his 36th save. And it is trade deadline, and we can't make any more deals, so it's no big deal for us. I'm going to sim this game, get us through the end of this first half of the homestand, and check out our draft pick ratings. Bowden Francis, Emiliano Teodo, and we lose the game 9-4. Big game by Stott. Looks like Robert, a 3-run homer. Our side, Rada keeps his hitting streak going. Made, Rosario, Lofton, 2 hits each. Francis, ugly start. Aguiar, bad relief appearance. But hey, we've won 5 out of 7 to start this homestand. We still have 6 more games to go against the White Sox and Tampa Bay, so that should be more dubs there. Both teams are having a rough year this year. Now let's sim this day. Now we can go check out our draft pick ratings. And there we go. Torrey Miller, 67 overall, 84 potential. Got good contact, really good vision, discipline, and clutch. That clutch will come in handy. Will boost his batting average. He doesn't have a lot of power, though. Good speed. Defense is better than Leandro Santana's is right now, to be honest with you. So, gotta like that. Not a bad pick at all. 22 years old. Eric Ojeda, the closer, 93 potential, 76 overall. Pitching clutch down at 45 is kind of So he'll be more of a setup guy, but gotta love that A potential. And Forrest Lindstrom, he's the guy we debated on whether we take him or the infielder, and I guess we made the right decision. We'll have to double check the other guy when we get there. 68 overall, 84 potential, good home runs and hits per 9, 22 years old. Eddie Ramos, there we go, 97 potential starting pitcher, 59 overall, 18-year-old, and he would take forever to develop, so he's not going to be much of a factor in this franchise. Johnny Lane, 85 potential, 64 overall, bad hits per 9, but great strikeouts and walks, like a poor man's Derrick Siddiqui. And Gator, we knew he was going to have potential and overall near the same. Good pitching clutch. Maybe we move him to the bullpen. He's a D potential. I think it's the first time we've drafted a D potential in all the drafts with the Angels. Porter Cisneros, the reliever we took at the very end, 78 potential, 61 overall. Just low walks per 9. So not bad at all. Let's go look at the other guys in this draft. Barry Vance was before we could pick. 87 overall. The 93 third baseman. Johnny Escobar, 87 overall, 62, 87 potential. Sorry, said that wrong. Travis Abbott, right fielder, 65 overall, 88 potential, 22 durability. No thanks. Got a 62-96 at catcher. That's a nice pick there. Defense is low. Randy Wang Chung, 62 overall, 89 potential. William Lim, but before we could get him, not bad. What was that? His home runs per 9 was his high one. Wally Silva and Schroth on our list. Sammy Valdez, lefty, 69 overall, 90 potential. Escobedo, he was on our list as well. Metzger doesn't sign. Valdez, looks like the guy we drafted. They had 5 different guys not signed. My goodness. Medrano, we thought about taking him. I knew he was going to be a flat rating there with his overall potential. Would have been a very usable backup outfielder, though. Good defense, good speed, good hitting. Wade Iden, 65-93. Good job there. You would take, 3 or 4 years before he's usable, though. Wilkerson, 69-85. Another reliever named Ojeda. Benito Santana. Kyler was that catcher we found that could hit home runs off right-handed pitching, and that's about it. Ali Goss. All right, so that's the other outfielder that we were thinking about taking, the 18-year-old. So he's 65 overall, 84 potential. His defense is less than the guy we got. He's got better contact, even lower power. If we were going to go long-term, if we were playing for another 5, 6, 7 years, I would have drafted this guy instead. But I'm happy that the guy we took is very close to him, so we really didn't miss out much. Theodore Perez. Dexter Whitfield, 63-94. Looks just like the guy we drafted. Switch hitting shortstop. Preston Hamill, 66-88. That's a good pick by the Yankees. Sam Cruz, 69-87. Went early. Diego Garcia, he was ranked number 1 by MLB. 53 durability. It's the only bad thing I see on him. Cisneros, second baseman, 65-91. Diego Guzman, 77-85. He'd have been usable right off the rip. Good pick by the Royals. Decent third base bat also. Loy Morris, I was hoping he'd get to us. Not bad. Freddie Infante, looked at him, power bat at first base, but that's all. Torrey Miller, that's our guy. So, gotta love it. Now I'm happy with the draft. It's the only D pick we've made the entire time, Derek Gator, and it was kind of questionable whether he was going to be a C or D. So, whatever. And like I said, we'll just make him a reliever, and it'll lower his overall, and he'll have room to grow. So, can't be disappointed with that. Miller will be available if we need him to come up next year as a backup for injuries or something like that. So, there we go. All right. That wraps up month of July. We had the draft, the All-Star game. We didn't have the home run derby because Moto didn't get in. And we saw one of our guys playing a futures game. And then we had a lot of action down at the end of the month against Seattle and Texas. And this team is on a roll. We have a 4-game lead over the Astros, 8 over the A's. And 71. We are actually the best team in baseball by 2 games over the Yankees. Yep. 2 games over the Yankees. So we're the best team in baseball right now. Gotta love it. It says over there we're ranked 4th, but based on the standings, we are number 1. So that's going to wrap this one up. Hope you guys enjoyed everything. Enjoyed the draft, All-Star game. Got us a All-Star game MVP in Freddie Lorenz, and our power bats are waking up here in the second half. And we're going to wrap up this season in the next episode. We'll blow through August and September. Hopefully we can hang on, beat out the Astros, get that first round bye, get home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and have a very long playoff run. If you guys like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, share it out. Hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode goes live. We will wrap up the 2030 season with the next one. You guys take care. Bye-bye.